Halo Lip,
Halo Sat,
how are you?
I am fine.
Okay, Lip. This time we will discuss the major flood disaster that hit Aceh at the end of November to December in years 2025. This flood not only hit Aceh but also part of North Sumatra and West Sumatra. Let's break down the cause, impact, and important lesson, complete with let's factual data. What really happened to the recent flood in Aceh?
Yeah. The form of disaster is floods in and landslides uh, triggered by extreme rainfall due to extreme water phenomena and tropical cyclone senior, so that many rivers overflow and water flow are not accommodated in drain systems and river channel in Aceh. Rainfall at some points reached more than 400 millimeters in day, the peak figure in the last 6 years, according to BNPB and BMKG data.
Okay, Alip. How many areas and victims were affected by this flood?
Okay, Septian. Based on the situation report, floods and landslides have spread to tiers of district or cities in Aceh, including Aceh Timiang, North Aceh, Central Aceh, Bener, Maria, and others. According to BNPB joint data, more than 1.1 million people have been affected, with more than 1,100 dead, thousand injured, and hundreds reports missing, not only in Aceh but also in other parts of Sumatra.
Okay, Lip. In addition to rain, what are the factors that cause flood to get worse?
Okay, Septian. In addition to the extreme intensity of rainfall, in invariability, damage such as reduced forest cover and land use thanks reduce the soil's ability to absorb water. This accelerates the flow of water into the rivers. So that's if overflow faster. And this condition is instability, extreme water phenomena that bring high water vapor from the oceans.
Okay, Lip. Next, what is the impact of this flood on the community socially and economically?
Okay, Satya. The impact is huge, more than 186 thousands homes were damaged or destroyed, and public facilities such as schools, hospitals, and workshop facilities were also severely affected. Access to health service and schools was disputed, and the local economy was under sharp pressure. Production activity come the halt.
Oh, okay, Lip. Next, what steps have been taken by the authorities?
Okay, Sabti. The government took BNPB, BPBD Aceh, PNI, Polri, PMI, and volunteers have carried out mass evacuations. Established evacuation posts, distributed logistical assistance, and SAR options to search for missing persons and evacuate residents from vulnerable locations. This is still going. Often talk access to some area has been cut off.
Okay. What is the role of the community in dealing with disaster like this?
Yeah, okay, siap, Tian. The role of the community is very important. Uh, to community can help by cleaning water wash, managing waste property, uh, learning evacuation route, and always following overly warning information from BMKG or local authorities, so that they can respond faster when disaster come.
Nice. Next, what are the important lessons from this flood, and what are the mitigation steps that need to be taken is the future?
Okay, Septian. The key lesson is that we need to strengthen disaster mitigation systems, fashion of flood responsive spatial planning, watershed rehabilitation,
Yes.
investment in good drying systems, and reduction of deforestation. Disaster preparedness allocation as far as possible also needs to be expanded in schools in communities.
Okay.
Septian, question number one.
Yes.
Considering the scale of the disaster, can the floods in Aceh be categorized as recurring and systematic disasters?
Oh. Yes, Lip. Flood in Aceh can be categorized recurring and systematic disaster. According to BNPB record, flood have been the most frequency type of disaster in Aceh over the past decade. The increasing frequency identifies underlying structural problem relate to land management, environmental, and degradation disaster preparedness.
Okay, Septian. Next, uh, how next, how significant is the role of climate change in warning extreme flood events like this?
Mm. Yes, Lip. Really. Climate change play a very significant role. BMKG data shows an increase in extreme rainfall intensity in northern Sumatra. Heavy rainfall occurring within a short time over Hum River drainage system and infiltration areas leading to rapid and widespread flooding.
Okay, okay, Septian. Next, what is the condition of river business in Aceh in relation to this disaster?
Oh, yes. Many river business in Aceh are classified as critical or severely degraded according to the Ministry of Environmental and Forestry. Deforestation and land use change have a reduced soil absorption capacity, causing rainwater the flow directly into river and increase flood and landslide risks downstream.
Okay, Septian. What's long-term impact should be anticipated following a major floods like this?
Yes, Lip. The most vulnerable group include children, the elderly, women, and low income communities living in flood-prone areas. Limited access to early warning system, evacuation route, and recovery resource makes them particularly vulnerable and during and after disaster.
Okay. What should be the main priority after the disaster?
Yes, long-term impact include economic long-term, public health, this group, and physiological trauma. Many people lost their livelihood, agricultural land is damaged, and children education is interrupted. Recovery often takes years.
Okay, thank you, Septian.
One lip. The main priority should be recovery on disaster risk education. This include focusing reconstruction
Yes.
in the risk zone, strengthening yearly warning system, and rehabilitation forest and watershed. Okay. Good, Lip.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Closing, Lip. The flood in the Aceh are not merely natural disaster, but reflection of how human interact with their environment. Overflowing river remain used that nature always give warning. From Aceh, we learn that protection forest, river, and living space is a shared responsibility for a safer future. Okay, Philip. Thank you. My podcast.
Yes.
Okay, see you, good Philip.
Goodbye.